Hello, everyone. Welcome to Puzzle Wednesday. We're transforming into Friday mode. That's right. It is the Wednesday of weeks that begin on Tuesday. We have a real gem for you from Ecole Studio, the same folks that brought you Death Crimson, the King of Kusoge. We have Musapey no Choco Marker. This is a game that I've wanted to run for a very long time. It's truly a lot. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. This is one of the ugliest puzzle games I think I've ever seen. Joining me on the microphone tonight, I have Rodknee.
Yo.
Rodrick, you like this game?
I do like this game. I will have to agree with you. Sometimes I don't like looking at it, but I do love this game.
I think it's a lot of fun. We didn't pick it just because it's ugly and just because it's funny mode. Rodrick and I are actually big fans of this game. There's actually nothing like it out on the market. It's totally unique. If you put a gun to my head and you asked me to describe it, I would say it's something like, what if you were playing an Avatar puzzle game like Wario's Woods, but you have to make sandwiches on a Rubik's Cube. And if that does not make sense to you, it will. It will when we get to matches. Our hardworking TOs tonight are going to be slinging some matches for you soon. We have a stream match call all lined up, so we're going to head on over to Bracket Zone. Let's see, are they already in game? They are not. And of course, you can enjoy this beautiful piece of art from Kayat7.
I love this art.
It's really got it all. You know?
I love the ghost with like the kissy lips. That's my favorite.
Incredible. I love how we have a little bit of Mahjong representation, even though we've yet to run a Mahjong game. Spoiler alert, it's coming up, but like we've literally never run one. Same goes for Luminous.
True. That's
it's
crazy.
only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. Okay, it looks like there's some save state issues. Sometimes you may have to, if you're having some trouble, sometimes deleting your save state. Oh, looks like they're in game, so I'm gonna click on that.
I'm entering the zone myself. Oh wait, no, I'm
gonna stream to the yep. And on the left, I have, or on the right, I have Bintobox.
Okay.
And on the left, I should have Abolish Rent, also known as Vegan 420 on Challenge. And here we can see a little demo. So you make a sandwich, and then if it's a star piece, it will convert to that color. And if it's already filled in, then it will clear off your board. Anytime that you select 2-player battle, and then the upper left stage is going to be our default stage, so you can just mash the button, go play it. Afterwards, the loser is going to select a level of their choosing. Generally speaking, left to right are different levels, and then up and down are different difficulty levels. So this is the default stage. It's just a cube. The object of the game is to clear all the blocks that are touching the boss block, which means that the vast majority of the blocks that you can clear are actually not worth dealing with. You can just forget about them. And so our players are going to get a little familiar with it. This lobby is pretty slow, so it's pretty difficult to build a whole lot of muscle memory for this game. Binto's already got their boss block exposed.
Currently focusing on those blinking squares, which if you see your piece breathing, That's how you know it's connected to the boss, and you can try to remove it from the boss block.
Oh, really? Oh, it does sort of vibrate, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I can't believe you held out on this vital tech this entire time.
No. You see, no. I didn't do anything like that. You see, you just never asked me.
Oh my god, I'm learning, chat. Looks like Abolish Rent is currently trapped inside their cube. There is a third button that you can press and hold in order to rotate your camera. If you peel off enough squares off of your cube, you will send garbage over to your opponent, much like a puzzle bobble. So the larger the clear and the more spaces that you, or the more pieces you knock off your cube at once, the more likely you are to send garbage to your opponent. We're currently hitting up on the time limit. Time goes down based on the clears that you make. So if you have a big clear, you actually gain a bunch of time. The match lasts longer. So it looks like Bintoe is going to be taking the first point in this match. We're playing first to 3 matches, so now Abolish Rent gets an opportunity to pick a level anywhere on this amazing canvas of blank squares. I assume that this is a issue with the representation of the ROM in the game. So we're at the second level, the second difficulty setting here. We have 8 boss blocks here.
Oh, there's 8? Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, there's 4 on top, 4 on the bottom.
Okay.
Though you can sort of like, if you can imagine it, you can sort of peel off the 2 ends and then work on the interior cube. That way you can send a bunch of damage to your opponent and then clear some stuff. We're learning about the camera. You should get... I don't mess with the camera that often in this, but there are definitely situations where it will help clarify. One of the cool things about this game is that, in spite of it being a mono-mino game, you actually get a lot of information. So, you have the piece that your character is running on, then you have the next queue. So, if you're holding a piece that's different from the piece you're standing on, and then there's an easy way to make sandwiches if the piece that you're moving onto is the same as your next queue piece, and the piece you're walking on is different. It's kind of neat. It can help you like maneuver a little bit faster. Now it looks like Bintobox doing a great job at working at the interior of this puzzle. Now, we're not sending over a whole lot of damage. Time is a factor, but Bintoe does have quite a lead here. Roughly 19 blocks. 21.
And I think they're about to put that... Oh. I think they were trying to get that, that link there so they could send a little bit of damage. Oh, just was a little less than what they needed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but that's the timer.
It looks like Bintoe's taking the first game. And we're playing the loser of every round gets to pick the next level. So, generally speaking, the strategy that, that we've roughly settled on for playing this game is if your opponent is much faster than you at clearing puzzles, you probably want to take them to a harder puzzle. And then hopefully you can quota them by sending garbage over to their playfield.
Yeah, it's a good way to... it's a good way to stop your opponent from solving those puzzles, but it does run the risk of giving them more material to send back to you.
True.
So there's a little bit of a back and forth there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Abolish putting the pieces on the boss block. I think they have the red to clear this. Yep. Okay. Binto's just moving though, trying to set up these. Oh, I think they meant to put the greens there before putting the yellows. Oh no, but they still got the clear.
Let's go. So one of the things you may see later is in this game, your ability to drop blocks, like, you could just slam them down. And so it's not uncommon to, like, simply discard, like, a unhelpful block, like, hanging off the side of... Ooh, buffering, huh? Hanging them off the side of a particular face that you're working on. That way, when you clear that, all of that gets sent over to your opponent as garbage. This is quite the buffering.
You're in the zone.
I am in the zone.
What if you hit, like, play and play again? Because it says you have a lot more frames now.
What's the play button? I have the step, but...
Let me... Hold on, I think it's... Hold on. That would be... I'm checking my settings right now.
Can you tell chat we don't run Flycast all that often?
Okay, it's possibly space.
Space is what I'm using to step.
It's not P, is it? Tab?
None of those are doing anything for me. Oh, resume.
Oh, resume.
Nothing.
Wait, you could show your hotkeys. Hit tab. Show hotkeys. Or how did you pull that menu up?
Oh, there we go. That's one. Go hotkeys. Oh, it just closed.
Oh.
Very cool. All right, chat. We're going to very briefly do something very annoying. I'm sorry. We have a system buttons. Fast forward is 2? Who does that? Who does that? You know?
What? I would have never pressed 2. I thought it would have been like F for fast forward.
Oh, I should probably share to the Discord real quick.
Okay, we're zooming.
Please. Why must you buffer so slow? Stuck at 4800. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Bikeade. Please. Bikeade, please. Damn. You're really gonna... Wow. You know? You know? You know?
Yeah, I know.
Rodrick.
Yeah.
Wouldn't unpause. We're learning... Oh, maybe on the arcade controls is different. Step frame. Ah, I see. All right, done. We'll try this again. We're still in match, so I should be able to zoop on in. Thank you so much for bearing with us, chat.
Yeah, our apologies. Well, look at him zooming. Got the zoomies.
We're going to match 2.
One other thing you can try to think of with this game is like those missions when you play Puzzle Bobble, and it's just trying to clear all the pieces. You could kind of try to have like a mentality of that where you're like, okay, how am I going to disconnect these pieces to expose the boss or do something here or there? Or you can try to attack more and then do the quota. But there's a lot of different options you can have when playing the game, which I think makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah, I would say that, like, the game there's only a few levels where damage is, like, truly fake. Like, you should consider slamming your opponent with garbage every now and again. This is the one where they timed out, right?
Yes. I will have to make sure these are set for me too, because I don't think I have these set for the arcade.
Yeah, apparently the bindings for fast forward, reset, or resume are different from the Dreamcast ones for some reason. I don't quite understand how that would happen, but
Me neither. But I will also say, I haven't really got to think about it until I'm watching the game right now. Why are the boss blocks skeletons? Like
skeletons?
Cross and bones? Like, I don't know. No, I think was the next... Yep, and then they picked the new stage. So this is where we were, I feel.
We were a little bit into this. I'm just gonna zoop on ahead here.
Zoop. Okay.
So on a level like this, an approach I like to take is like you'll try and make a like line straight down the playing field, and then you're able to sort of peel off various layers of like each face of the cube all at once. And usually that sends enough damage over to your opponent to like really interrupt what they're doing. It might not necessarily rejoin their board, and I don't know why, but it's pretty rare for damage to be sent touching a boss block. I don't know why it's like that. Probably because it makes the game a little easier, or like it means that like incidental pokes don't randomly keep you trapped in the dimension forever.
I've never noticed that. That's interesting, because yeah, now that you say that,
Yeah, when was the last time you saw damage arrive directly on a boss block?
I've never seen that. That's So I think that
I'm almost glad that it is that way. Because otherwise, you'd be like sending random pokes and you literally could not exit the level.
Yeah, you're right. I think the only time I've seen it is when there's like only like 3 pieces left, and in that case, like there's nowhere to go out. But yeah, makes pokes not as like.
Oh man, they're so close.
Ooh, they're
49, 40. Oh
Ooh.
My god. Literally any clear.
That was a close one. 4 different.
Oh, let's go abolish rent.
Okay, let's see, what's the counter pick?
We're back to the 8 boss block rectangular prism. I'm gonna need the real geometry heads in the chat to hit me up with all of the shapes. You know.
Ratttz, I can't believe you're gonna bully the nerds to do your homework. That's mean.
Listen. What's mean about it? I need to know. Inquiring minds. And we're starting to see some damage rolling in. I don't know why it looks like that. I don't know. Like, it really just hurts their head, you know?
Okay. We might be chopping off a whole bunch of the boss blocks off of the Abolish and Ratttz board. Binto's also downstacking very quickly, though.
Yeah, Abolish has really started to pick up the pace here. Oh, there's 9?
Well, there's the
There's 9 boss
one?
Ugh.
Ew.
Get me off of this level. I'm just off of it. I don't want to see it.
Oh. Also, some of your parts of your board can become like Mario Galaxy Islands. I don't know how else to describe it other than that.
Oh, yeah.
But they'll just be separate, and you'll have to clear where you are or run into an empty space and hope the game decides to take you over there.
I don't know if you've ever heard the announcer shout Abunai. That usually means that you're about to get booted over to somewhere else because the place you're standing on just got cleared. And sometimes they might boot you over to an island or get you off of an island. It looks like Abolish Rent taking up a point here. Got the 1-1. This game does have... This game, truly the inspiration for Mario Galaxy.
Oh, this one's like a little Rubik's Cube, but it has the evil star pieces. They almost remind me of like Puzzle Dama, if you've ever played that game, where you turn the pieces into other pieces.
Yeah, definitely. Somebody in chat noticing, they're like, I must be cursed. There's always something going wrong whenever I watch a bracket. You know, it turns out that a lot of, like, basically every bracket that I've been a part of or that I watch is run by volunteers who are doing production while commentating or doing production while TOing. And the amount of work that's just involved makes it very difficult to troubleshoot a stream at the same time. Binto taking these boss blocks really fast and efficiently with this sort of like small ball way of playing. You know, Abolish Rent, not that far behind, only about 10 pieces or so. Finally got some damage rolling in. And Binto is showing off how you can just sort of press the button. Like, there's no rules here. The game lets you just slam the button.
It's a good button. You should use it. Ooh, that was very slick. I like that. Oh, ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, and... Ooh, that was,
cool.
That was a smart clear. Okay. And then the yellows? Yep. Good job.
Oh, yeah.
It.
Yeah, if you like all clears, this is a video game for you. Where are we going? We're going to difficulty 3. Let's go. We've actually turned the volume down a little bit from where we might normally run audio for this game. It turns out that it's just really loud. Like, this game is one of the loudest Naomi games I think I've ever played.
Look, you thought you were going to hear Take You for a Ride when you go in the arcade, but you just hear that.
Yeah. Yeah. They're just constantly screaming at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Binto's getting some extend time off of these clears. They're so large. Meanwhile, Abolish Rent kind of dropping a lot of blocks on the surface, but like being a little confused at how they're not clearing, I think. It can't, like, these star pieces are actually like super annoying the first time you get used to them, and especially in difficulty 4, they actually pick up like the majority of the puzzle, which is also pretty rough.
On the timer's starting to reach it.
Yeah, so the timer in a normal video game, the timer would be fixed, right? It would just be the amount that it is. But as players clear blocks, they actually earn more game time that extends the length of the puzzle. So these matches are actually not as long as they could be if players were like aggressively sending garbage back and forth between each other. It's very funny. It's like an artifact from the single player mode where you might not necessarily be able to solve the puzzle by going straight for the boss block. You'll actually have to make a number of smart clears, like cutting off parts of the puzzle in order to get more extend time to actually solve the puzzle in the first place. Looks like Binto's scheming on dropping this whole side of the puzzle off. Gonna need another strawberry.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Like big head mode. Okay. So does a lot of damage.
This level is super chaotic, if you know what you're doing. Just because both players typically have an opportunity to drop huge sections of the puzzle, and when it returns to their opponent, chances are the garbage is going to arrive on the outside of the puzzle where it can be dropped again. And so it's just like sending huge attacks back and forth. Binto looks like they're sort of filling up the puzzle in order to make it a little easier to navigate. This game has very particular rules about how you're allowed to move. And it's super disorienting if you're not used to it. So the way that it works is that when you walk off the edge, if there is a space underneath you, your character will simply fall to that space. If there isn't, the whole puzzle will rotate in that direction in order to go underneath you. Which makes it so strange, because if your puzzle is like really spiky, like it's got a lot of things poking out, then you might fall when you don't expect it, or you might rotate the puzzle without having access to something you really want access to, right? I hope that you've been enjoying all of the strange new puzzle games that you've found through Puzzle Wednesday. I live for this. Like, I am so entertained by... Oh, Binto's actually almost got access to the boss block. I don't know if you saw it, but... Oh, they needed to put that lemon...
Oh, but downstacks it a little bit.
Okay.
But Abolish Rent is also getting down to that boss block. It's getting scary. I will say I also live for just weird puzzle games with interesting neutral. It's like so much fun. Okay. The Abolish Rent is clearing most of these boss block items.
It looks like Binto just earned a bomb, but put it in slightly awkward place. Generally speaking, so as players clear blocks, they're building a bar in the middle of the screen. You see it says bomb power. When it reaches 100, you get a bomb, and the bomb will automatically clear all of the blocks around it and add that to your clear. So it's a great way to build damage. It's also a great way to target blocks around the boss block without having to make sandwiches. And so it's very, very strong to place it as close as possible to the boss block in order to get clears that would otherwise be impossible.
It's also good, not only just for that, but like say another use you could use for it is, oh, there's a boss block, there's stars around the boss block, you can blow up the annoying stars to get to it.
Yep, for sure. Binto's got a solid lead here. And looks like one more. Well, actually, I have no idea. I don't know if they reported their score yet. I know we're like back in time. Flycast. So we did fast forward, but Flycast puts you into the time vortex. You know, like you just have no idea where relative to real time you're actually viewing. I love this super aggressive stacking from Binto. This is the sort of play that like will really accelerate your damage and kind of open up the game a little bit into more than just sort of like wandering around the playfield.
Okay. Binto is making these big 5 clears. Oh, but they're getting kind of close. They're at the same... Oh no, Abolishment's getting ahead of the queue.
Yeah. Yeah, they have this very cool void in the middle of their field, and they're still finding clears, actually. In spite of the fact that they can barely see what they're doing, which, like, mood. They do have access to the boss block, but their playfield is, like, so scattered that it's kind of difficult. Okay, they have a bomb.
Oh.
They have a strawberry bomb. They put it near the boss block, but it's actually not adjacent. We're gonna see how they're able to get it. They have this melon, which would be a sandwich piece that would explode this bomb. They have to find a way to get over there. Looks like Binto just earned a bomb. We're firing off Abolish Rent, ending the game with a bomb. Dan Almighty, this is available on the Naomi arcade system, so we're using Flycast tonight. Abolish Rent, up a point. Up a whole game, rather.
We're going 2-2. This is final set. Kind of exciting. Let's go. Okay. And both players going immediately for the flashing pieces, trying to get rid of these boss blocks.
Yeah, I feel like we've the pace of the game has really started to pick up. This game, Musapey, like, it's a little bit hard when you first get it because the movement's so weird, and you know you have to learn how to manage the camera and all that other stuff. But once you start to like understand the concept, the game really picks up.
Yo, Abolishment Rent went down to like another island. That was pretty sick. They fell down to one. I've never seen that. Okay. And Binto's trying to catch up on the queue because Abolishment Rent's getting very close though. They only have 12 pieces now. Okay. So he uses these reds. We're looking for a green, I feel.
Abolish Rent does have a pretty solid 10 block lead. Ooh, but the timer. Abolish Rent taking a point here. I love the like ridiculous ragdoll physics. When a match ends, it's a different animation every time, and I have no idea why it's like that.
It's just like they're like, okay, mocap person, fall on the ground and stop moving.
Like, why? Why is it like that?
It's just so funny. I will say there is a height limit to the game. Abolish Run did reach the height limit, and the game won't let you place a block. It'll force you back down lower on your stack.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh yeah, now we're starting to get the real haymakers here. This level is so funny. And this puzzle also gets, like, really gnarly and hard to manage, like, hard to navigate.
Would you say this is, like, one where going all attack would be, like, a sound strategy?
That's how I would play this level, for sure.
Okay.
I would really not... Like, you can go for the boss blocks here, but... they're actually kind of hard to access, not because like they're hidden away, but because moving around this nightmare of a puzzle is really difficult, and your opponent's damage is actually going to glue all these sticky bits up together. It's going to be really difficult for you to deal with. It looks like Abolish Rent got a pretty solid lead here.
Mm-hmm. And they have the timer on their side. But Bintobox does have almost enough meter to get a bomb. They might be able to clutch.
Yeah, a bomb here is actually huge.
And the damage? Oh, but we got the bomb? Okay.
Oh, what a weird place to put the bomb. Okay, the damage.
Ooh.
Oh, we had a misreport. It's 3-2. Well, congratulations, Abolish Rent.
That was exciting, seeing them both get their footing and then, like, go crazy at the end.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was sick. Very cool.
Okay. Oh, it's my turn.
We're gonna head on out of here. So you're on stream next, right, Rodrick?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
We're waiting. We're looking at this intro with the funny art. I will say, while you have the while you have the Pac-Man, I did want to mention, I've never noticed Pac-Man has the pointy shoes, and I love the pointy shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're amazing.
You are on the left.
Okay. I was about to start screen share. I'm not supposed to do that. Okay. Since you're in, I'm gonna go.
Oh. My god, the way Rodrick moves around this field, you're really allowed to just slap these blocks down, just non-stop.
In the block, look. Smash the button. Mashing works. Mash.
Smashing works, everybody.
Look.
It's just that straightforward. Oh, what? Excuse me? Oh my god. This is incredible. Digi just slamming down these reds. Looks like he's gonna try peeling this off in this hack here. He does succeed at sending over some stuff, and this is actually super annoying because if you see it glued like some of the fins together, that's got to be kind of weird for Rodrick to deal with. He is the sort of player to rush straight for the gold. You know, he's looking at this boss block. He's scheming. You should not trust this man, because he's just going to dig out this boss block, and you'll be like, "What is happening?" He's looking for a red in order of... He's already got one of the sides of the boss block exposed, ready to go. He would love to draw a red here, but he has literally... Okay, I guess he can do that. Finally draws a red. He's got this weird yellow thing that he's got to deal with. Rodrick. His damage... Rolling in for Digi, but it doesn't look super consequential. Would love to get a yellow or something to start working on one of these fins here. Send that garbage over to Rodrick. Digi would really benefit from gluing together. Oh, Rodrick only has one attachment remaining. Good grief! Rodrick. Oh, brother.
Hold on. Put that there.
Digi's taken you to the hardest level. Oh, God. Oh, that's so annoying to move around in. You know, for being the hardest level, this seems pretty straightforward, actually. I know there's a lot of colors here, but... Rodrick waiting on a yellow in order to deal with this boss block. He does draw it. And you see he walks up and down the puzzle in order to orient the puzzle the way that he'd like it. He needs another blue, and then he'll be able to clear this. And then he only has one square remaining on his boss block. So Digi really needs to send damage, like, right now. And Rodrick... waiting on a blue. He could actually try and make like a T shape over the remaining piece. Oh, it glues together. That's so funny. Oh, he spends the blue incorrectly. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Chain into it. That's such a big brain. That's such a big brain way to solve that puzzle. Damn. Let's go. We have another star block hell kind of level. Rodrick swinging. He's out for blood. He's waiting on a green. Unfortunately, the puzzle's being annoying, so he has to step down in order to rotate the puzzle and gain access to that square. He's only got one square remaining on 2 different boss blocks. And he's cleared a boss block, sending garbage over to Digi. Digi's looking to peel off this line of reds here. Building some sandwiches. Garbage from Rodrick is rolling in. That's the thing about clearing the boss blocks. A lot of them, as you clear them, you're also sending over heinous amounts of damage to your opponent anyway. So sometimes, like, an aggressive all-clear kind of strategy really pays off. Rodrick going to use Abolish in order to transport himself over to... His finesse is so fast. We get a bomb, which is really funny because it just does not matter. Rodrick. You're gonna bully people?
I'm not bullying. We're gaming.
Oh, this level.
I hate this level.
What do you mean you hate this level? You're phenomenal at it.
I'm bad at this level.
This level,
is like
okay.
Skill.
No, it's not. You're the biggest liar who's ever lived. Like, okay. So in the middle of the playfield, the boss cube is connected by only 4 points. However, getting access in there and clearing them accurately without causing yourself an issue is incredibly hard. It's quite challenging. I think Rodrick would like to use the strawberry to get access to Star Block. I guess he's gonna take it as a blue sandwich instead. Sort of confused by that. He does have a 15 or so block lead, so it's not like he's in a lot of trouble. Or the connecting blocks. Oh, they're Star Blocks. This must be a harder version of a different level I'm thinking of. Then.
Yeah. Oh.
I see. There aren't a whole lot of easy sandwiches for Rodrick to work on, which is why he's sort of hemming and hawing here. Time is running out rapidly because nobody is clearing blocks. I don't know if you were looking at the timer, but it was just zooming down. But if you have a solid lead, then, you know, you can just go ahead and do that. This level is kind of funny. The boss block, I think, is inside of the star block pattern, which makes it a little hard to get access to. But you can drop one of the cubes entirely, as I recall, provided that you do it exactly right. And the garbage that it sends is also, like, nightmarish. And we love a little bit of nightmarish garbage. If you're playing this game, you're in for nightmares. You know what I mean? Like, if the game is an audio-visual nightmare, and I wouldn't change a thing about it.
Oh, I see.
Look at this. What are you even supposed to do? And Rodrick has exposed the boss block and would love to clear it. I'm sort of interested in his line here. It's like a little funny. He's got this lemon. Okay, so he's cleared 3 sides of the boss block. It's super obscured because it's inside of this cube shape. How he's able to keep... He's sort of not memorizing it. I see. That makes more sense. This garbage from Digi is extremely well timed. I think it's gonna slightly slow down Rodrick as he's trying to get access to this boss block. We're neck and neck. Digi actually has a slight lead of roughly 6 blocks, so Rodrick really needs to clear literally anything to get this lead back. Ooh, huge swing from Rodrick. He's only got 1 face attached. Can he actually get this boss block in time? I actually don't know. He's gonna need to make this... Oh no, he finessed... He lost his position. Yeah. Oh. Miserable. But that huge swing... gonna win you the game. And also the match. Congratulations, Rodrick.
GG's. Thank you, Digi.
So we're probably going to be going to another winners round 2 game in a moment. I'm going to take a big sip of my drink.
Big sip?
Big sip.
I should have gotten juice. I have juice. I'll get that later.
Juice?
Yeah, I love juice. I love fruit punch.
I'm having a nice icy chai.
Ooh.
Looks like it looks like Abolish, Rent, and BinToe are having a sudden death match in order to determine the outcome of their game because BinToe had a controller malfunction. They're gonna honor rule it. So I actually don't know who's going to be advancing just yet. So I guess we're gonna take a peek into that sudden death match real quick. I don't know. Can I like zoom? I have Abolish Rent on the left.
Can I have a screenshot?
1 second. And Bintobox, lowercase, on the right. It's sort of funny. It looked like Binto had a valid sandwich on their screen that just did not clear. Strange, but also, honestly, not unusual for this game.
Exactly. Trying to see where they have the... I think Abolish Friend's trying to get access to the last couple of ones connected to the boss block. The timer freaks out if you don't make it clear.
Yeah, it's just like, yo, nobody's at the cabinet. Like, I'm taking this quarter. It's mine. Like, oh, this clear. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. I've actually never noticed that. I wonder if that's a strategy. You could just be like,
Yeah, I was actually wondering when you got a big clear, if you have like a 40 block lead, is it worth it to just sort of chill and hope that the timer like times them out, right?
Yeah. Because it's with clear, not with placement, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't think that's like a big deal. It also like you'd probably want to like cement your lead, right?
Yeah. Okay. Binto getting the big 7 clear. Getting about a 22 block lead. Binto just seems to have a quicker way of downstacking these star pieces.
Yeah, and like finesse and speed really matters in this game. Like maneuvering around the playfield, slamming clears like nonstop.
Yeah, it's a sandwich game. You can kind of think of it like, I try to think of Kirby Star Stacker when I play it. It helps me, like, work things out in my brain, in my mind palace.
Looks like Binto's got a bomb.
Okay. Oh.
The Mind Dojo.
The Mind Dojo.
Binto has quite the lead here. 18 to 70 something, 81. Love to smite your foes in the Mind Dojo? I can't believe this. Wow, we're really going to final Luigi here. Last round, last Luigi.
How did we run out of so many Luigis? I thought we had like at least 3 extra lives.
Whatever happened to the year of Luigi? Can't that be this year?
No, this year.
Can't that just be every year?
It's the year of Shadow now.
Who?
Shadow the Hedgehog.
They'll let anybody be a hedgehog these days.
What you got against Shadow? I can't believe this. You're not gonna celebrate the year of Shadow?
Oh my god. Binto got this straight island, but unfortunately we have weird things going on in this field where if you're able to step off of an island and there's like a platform below you, it'll just let you roll all the way down. It's bizarre. This game does strange things all the time. And we love that. You know what?
Oh.
Love it.
Yeah, yep. Oh, let's see. I think they're trying to think of a good...
Oh, actually hit the piece limit on this, like, spire. Yeah, see?
Oh, wow.
There is a limit to greed.
Unfortunately.
Otherwise, we love greed here.
Yeah, we love greed. We're always greeding.
Wow, he didn't get damage for that? That's wild.
What's the maximum to send damage without, like... Does it count more for what you've made fall off more than the amount you've cleared?
That's my understanding, yeah.
Okay.
Is that dropped blocks count more than combos. Oh, that time limit. Binto does have a pretty solid lead at 4-1.
0.
We're actually all clearing. Let's go. GG's.
That was good.
Congratulations, Binto. Pretty sure it's gonna be me versus them.
I do want to say that somebody in the 5K chat said they made a game about funny bad camera controls.
That is kind of the video game. I'm not going to lie.
No, just what somebody like mod it said has like the Mario 64.
Incredible. All right, let me make sure everything's squared away on the stream. You got a stream, Rodrick?
Yep, I'm looking up the stream with my big old eyes.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's see, and Ratttz just like speed racer, making like 8 clears. Okay. Bintobox, I think, is trying to figure out and map out this, just where the boss block items are. But Rattz's speed is fast. Okay. Both players have the boss block exposed. Okay. Okay, I think Ratttz only has 2 more connected. We have the green. We're gonna send hopefully a little bit of damage. Oh, pass through. Okay, both of them have a little more damage, but Ratttz still able to get that all clear. Okay, we're going to the harder stages. Number 4, I believe, with the blueberries. Okay. And you can see Ratttz trying to make these long pillars into the board, just so they get more chance to downstack and hopefully maybe end up chaining somewhere else so the board just downstacks for them. Okay. Bintobox starting to make their own lines and pillars into the board as well. Both players hurting each other. Okay, I think Ratttz might be trying to sweeten up this clear for a little bit of damage. Also trying to wait out for a blue, so best of both worlds with that. Okay, now, okay, we got the green. Okay, Binto enters big head mode. Okay, I think we're sweetening up the damage a little bit again. Green is the trigger. And Ratttz now having a huge lead on block for quota. Okay. Who makes another clear, keeping good track of where the pieces are. Oh, this blue is not good. And they get attacked. Binto coming back a little bit, trying to get a little bit of momentum here. Gets attacked by Ratttz. Ratttz does have access to this bomb. And that blew up a whole bunch. Ratttz only needs a blue, and they're out of here. Very fast. Okay, let's see the counter pick. Binto's taken. We're going to the hard. We're going very hard.
Oh my god, I hate this level. This level is so bad.
The like the 3 floating tables. Okay. I think Ratttz is goes down to one of the other tables. Okay. Oh yeah, we're making these big clears. Okay. Oh, both players sending out these huge attacks. Okay, Ratttz is a little oaky, trying to keep the pressure on while they're trying to downstack and clear this table. Okay. Ratttz, I think they're trying to make every clear send garbage just so they can keep up the pressure. Let's see. Oh, there's just a whole bunch of blues going on at that island over there. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Ratttz at 75 for a bomb. Binto at 25%. Okay. And this damage is making it hard to even see the board. I think it's even connected some of the islands for Binto's side. Okay. I think one more clear Ratttz gets access to bomb. I guess I was wrong. There we go. Now we have bomb access, I believe. Yep. Ooh, and both attack, but okay.
The timer.
The timer. It's very quick. It wants you off the cabinet. It wants your next quarter. Okay, we're going down in difficulty, but we're still a star level. And this is the dig one. If you could, yeah, I think you believe. Ratttz mentioned this before, but you can cut off the yellow and red islands. You send like a bazillion damage. Okay, Ratttz in the big head mode. Okay. But they're able to downstack a little bit, even though they've received a little bit of damage. Ratttz trying to methodically cut into this island to send it all. But I feel like Binto is also trying to do that. It's kind of a race to see who could do that first. But I think Ratttz is positioning himself now to go more for the boss block, while sweetening up some of the clears with damage, just to stop Binto from playing the game. Okay. I believe Ratttz has 3 more. Okay. Now we're sweetening. Oh, that red erased some of the reds. That frees up some space, and Ratttz is gonna pivot. I think we're trying to. Are we gonna try to sweeten the damage, or? Okay, we're taking these reds, and we're gonna take all the damage, I feel. Yeah. And also, Binto also only has 3 blocks connected to the boss block. But Ratttz has access to this bomb, and I think clearing this wins the match? Yep.
That bomb is so huge.
Yeah, bombs are cheap. Get the bomb. It's good. Okay, we're going to level 2. Oh no, we're going to level 1. Okay, now this one's all speed oriented, I feel. Okay. 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 As you can see, both players are trying to exclusively go for the boss blocks just because there's no stars. There's nothing stopping them from, you know, committing to big old damage. Okay. And Ratttz sweetens that clear up by sending some damage with it. Okay. I think we get a green. Oh no, we could do. Oh, Ratttz does that. Okay. Very fast finesse.
Oh, the cube.
The cube is
That's right.
kind of disgusting. So you would think like, oh, this is a very like, almost like, I don't think damage exists in this one. You just go fast. Just because it's all like, you only have to make 6 clears hypothetically to get rid of the boss monster. And let's see.
Oh, there another boss cube somewhere?
You left the strawberry.
Oh, my bad. The cube's such a level.
It's a level. The cube is like nasty.
When we were playing some practice rounds the other night, we played the cube a few times back and forth just to be like, listen, gotta have this level down. GG's, Binto. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. That's gonna do it. We're heading on out to Winners Round 3 soon. This game's such a time.
It's a time.
You know?
It's fun. You get to move the camera around. You get to go fast. It's good.
I do love this game really does let you press the button. Like if all you want to do is just drop blocks, this game's got you covered.
Yeah, but it's not like other games where you're like, oh, I need to set up my chain, I need to do this or that. No, you're like, you're just smacking the buttons. Okay.
I do wish that we could get a preview of the stage. That way you don't have to memorize the position on the map.
I do too.
Because for the life of me, I cannot remember.
Me neither. I really just hope, like, when Fightcade updates, it'll fix this issue, hopefully, P-Face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are in the dimension.
Alright, so we got Liability Luke on the left, Rodrick on the right. I don't think we had Luke on screen for this bracket yet, so I'll be kind of interested to see how this goes. We're going back to level 1-1, the classic, the cube. Rodrick does this kind of interesting thing where he swooshes the camera around in order to see the whole top face of the cube at once. Rodrick had to think about it for a second, and then he's back to just slamming these blocks down. Kind of making a bit of a mess on top of the board here, but I think he really just wants to swing Then some damage. Oh, he's clearing directly on top of the boss block, actually. He was probably looking for the pulsing cubes, actually. I'm trying to figure out the fastest way. He's got one remaining face, right? Yeah. Holy moly. Ridiculous. He's just built different. Oh, the cube dimension. I want to banish this level from time and space.
I could feel it a little bit. This level's a little not nice. Was that not it?
Like, it's super mean. When your opponent has Oki, like they put you in the box like immediately. There's like a particular route you have to know, and if you don't, and your opponent does, then you just get owned. Like, looks like Rodrick's setting up to drop one of the blocks. If your opponent's not super aggressive, I actually feel like if your opponent's a little bit slower than you, then going for big damage actually is really good. Because if your board isn't super developed and you receive a lot of garbage, it basically makes your board unplayable. Especially with this star block in the middle. If you receive a bunch of chaff on top, it can be a little challenging to have to clear it first. Before you're able to do anything with it. Rodrick has got 5 faces remaining on the boss block. He's currently drilling through these melons, trying to get access. Luke is sending damage. He's got quite the lead in terms of blocks cleared. The question is whether Rodrick and his approach to get this cube immediately, whether that's going to pan out here. Luke has also exposed the center boss block. So like, oh, this bomb is huge. Oh, he puts in a weird way. This might not work out super well. This damage is so annoying. Rodrick, oh, he's got a face remaining in the boss block. This damage is rolling in. It makes it so hard to finesse around this board. Liability Luke. We have 2 faces remaining, but Rodrick. Gonna make me scream and shout. You're up a game, are you not?
I'm up a game.
Yeah. We have my least favorite cube stage. Rodrick has memorized his piece queue, so he's able to create some really fast sandwiches. Wow, he's getting really lucky on this piece queue. Blueberry lemon. Yeah, very fast sandwich here. That means that he's only got 2 remaining boss block connections here. But he doesn't know what the garbage looks like on the inside. And damage keeps on rolling in, so I assume he's probably pretty confused now. Which is gonna make this really annoying. Not hard, just annoying. I don't know if you can notice, but it's very difficult to see inside of the cube. And it does not take too many misdrops here to make solving the interior of the cube very difficult. Rodrick trapped, forced to drop a block in order to free himself. Meanwhile, Liability Luke, he's going to keep on finding some aggressive clears. He's peeling the sides off of his cube first. This is the way that I prefer to take this level generally. I don't know that it's good, but I do know it's much simpler. And in this game, finesse really matters. So, Liability Luke looking for a blueberry here. And now he only has 3 connections remaining on the interior of this thing. Okay. He manages to peel off another face. Damage rolling in. I kind of wish that this game did not stop you from playing when your opponent was receiving garbage. I don't actually feel like you get that much Oki from actually hitting your opponent. Liability Luke got 1 connection remaining. Yo, let's go. Huge. Let's go, Luke. I have not beaten Rodrick at that level. That is a hard level to beat Rodrick at. This level is... I hope you have finesse. Because that is what this level is about. There's no super strong strategy here. You are just going to clear it as efficiently as possible. And there's a lot of ways to make this super slow for yourself. But Luke only has 2 blocks remaining here.
Shoot.
He really needs to draw a red and then a yellow. Oh, look at this finesse. We're slamming the blocks down. There's nothing stopping you. Just press the button. Just mash. Luke, up a game. Got a live one. All right. We're going to the big plus. Ooh, Rodrick. Rodrick managing to not glue this fan together. He's looking to send some damage. Unfortunately, he's got a blue on one side and a lemon on the other. Or a yellow on the other. So he needs to draw a blue, but I think he's hit the height limit. So he may need to trim this off first. Yeah, and then he finds the attack. Oh, that didn't actually glue the fins together for Luke. I wonder if there's a rule about that. Rodrick is going back to the old standby. We're going to be deleting connections to the boss block here. But meanwhile, Luke is swinging. We would really love to draw some blues here. A little bit confused about this route that Luke is taking. I guess it looks like he's trying to build his blue shape, yeah, in order to just trim it off. Put Rodrick in the box here. And then now with the boss block totally exposed like this, with a bomb. All right. Where are we going to next? Cube Town? Part 2? Rodrick scheming. He's plotting. He's exposing sides of the boss block. He knows. Oh, Rodrick has exposed at least three out of 6 faces here. Trying to figure out how we're going to get the remaining 3. Damage rolling in from Luke. Now what's the plan here? Luke's just swinging. Luke has no qualms about just swinging here. But Rodrick, you know, he does manage to find the clear to deal with his boss block. You simply don't have to interact with your opponent if you don't want to. You know? And Rodrick peeling off this boss block here. Ooh, very funny. Okay, Rodrick has to find a way to clear this yellow if he wants to take these reds from the side. No, we're actually going to take it a completely different way, which is pretty cool, actually. Big fan. You have plenty of access to box blocks. Meanwhile, Luke is peeling off huge faces of this cube. He's decided that the amount of time that it adds to Rodrick's finesse to maneuver this complicated board is worth sending this garbage, even if it doesn't necessarily advance every single boss block. It just doesn't matter to Luke. You know? He doesn't have to care. He's swinging. And Luke has the finesse to actually make this playstyle work out. He's also building bomb, though honestly on this level, bomb is not that useful. Ooh, a little bit of a misplay from Luke. It's gonna take a while to actually build this. Ooh, he's glued it to the other field somehow. But that will send damage. Rodrick will go to the big head dimension. Because people needed him. We have a bomb for Luke. Does basically nothing. Bomb for Rodrick. Great bomb from Rodrick. He needs to find some damage to send it over to Luke because... yeah! Let's go! That is huge damage. Rodrick is still the timer. It's timing, and Rodrick is behind by 30 blocks, so this is quite the... okay, big swing, big swing. Oh, it almost doesn't matter. Luke, up another game. Where are we going, Rodrick?
We're going to the table.
We're going to... I despise you. This level is an abomination. So, you know how we described, you know how, chat, you know how we discussed the finer points of finesse? Ooh, Luke hit the height limit there. You know how we discussed, like, rolling off the puzzle onto a lower step if it's underneath your character? This level interacts with that in a really annoying way. Because you can always roll off the puzzle onto a lower table, but it's almost impossible for you to get your character back up to a higher table without gluing that table to another table. It's incredibly annoying. Obnoxious to play on for sure. Luke's really doing this in a very single-minded way, which I think is going to make navigating the weirdness of this level a little bit more straightforward. He has managed to get a boss block cleared simply by focusing on that table and that table alone. Looks like he's also earned a bomb. Took it in a funny place. Earned a little bit of time, but not really any damage. We're still waiting on a red. Meanwhile, Rodrick. Rodrick's board is all glued together. This damage from Luke is actually utterly devastating on this level. It's spiny, it's spiky, it's hard to navigate. It's eating up precious time to navigate, which Rodrick desperately needs in order to progress through this level. And Luke is just sort of working the edges of his puzzle. Beautiful greed from Luke. Standing over the garbage. Waiting on a green here. Finds it. And this bomb does not save Rodrick. We're going to the Diamond Prism. This level is funny. I really struggle with this level. Because the boss block is in the center of this nightmare. And with all of these stars, it can be really a real challenge to actually get to it and like clear it in a meaningful way. Rodrick, however, is very capable of piercing through this sort of complicated level. And as you can see, he's actually already exposed multiple faces of the boss block. Wow. I had no idea that clear was possible in the way that Rodrick took that. Rodrick is definitely not particularly aggro right here. We're doing a handful of clears in order to get access to this back face of the boss block. I think there's only one connection left, which is so messed up. Do not take Rodrick to the diamond. Do not let him select the diamonds. The second we're rage matching back to the diamonds. Let's go. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I never thought I'd see it. No, you can't beat me at this level. I'm taking you right back to it, mister. Oh, my God. Oh, Rodrick needs a strawberry here in order to... Yeah, okay, cool. Now it needs a melon. And sending some garbage over to Luke. Only one connection remaining for Rodrick here. Whatever. What the hell ever. 2 and 2. We're going to the propellers, difficulty 3. So the propellers are kind of interesting. They're like the tables in the sense that finesse on them is just messed up. Wow, we're really operating on the same brain cell here. Fantastic damage from both opponents here. So like you can roll off a propeller onto different parts of the stage in a really annoying way. And it makes finesse very difficult. Looks like this is really bothering Luke. He is managing to find some really aggressive clears. Though his finesse is dramatically slower from where he was. You see he pauses pretty long time in order to navigate this playfield. And I'm right there with you. I think this level can sometimes be a true nightmare. Look, waiting on a strawberry for this interior clear here. Does draw it. Is able to peel off a huge attack here. I don't really know what Rodrick's game is here. Rodrick does love to really bum rush boss blocks, but access is a real issue on this level. And visibility is actually a serious concern here. We do have a bomb coming out for Luke. That's a pretty devastating bomb, actually. Yeah, that's just gonna end the level. We're going... Oh, we're going to the cube, huh? Okay. Rodrick, I think, expected that clear to do some damage here. Didn't really quite do it. Oh, it's kind of interesting seeing Rodrick pivot to this much more aggressive playstyle. There's one that I like a lot where you run up and down the sides of the playfield in order to greed on huge shapes that you then peel off and send to your opponent. Though this tulip in the middle of this star pattern is real awkward for Rodrick. He does manage to find a pretty good clear. This green in the next queue is really helpful. Oh, we're gonna take that boss block. That's okay. That's totally cool. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Fortunately, access is an issue. Rodrick has to do a little bit of running back and forth in order to get access here. Rodrick's got a big swing, but Luke is a bomb. And Luke is kind of finessing this bomb a little bit, but he's got multiple boss blocks remaining. These competitors are actually neck and neck in terms of quota. Wow, we actually did get an attack that landed damage on a boss block. That's pretty rare. Don't see that terribly often. Luke has a 8-point lead here. Is very narrow. And Rodrick probably hunting for a little bit of damage here. Would love to send this back. Not have to think about it. But that siren is going off. Somebody's knocking at the door. Please. Oh, only by a couple of blocks. And Luke just barely I feel like that last round could have gone either way. That was quite a nail biter. But congratulations to Luke, moving on up to winners finals. Actually,
GG's, that was fun.
We have one more winners semis match to go. Damn. That was a sick match.
That was fun. It was pretty tough.
I looked really difficult. I won't lie to you. This game can be extremely stressful. And the nature of damage, you can't really see all of the places that damage is arriving. So it's really not obvious what you should do. So like what after you, so like say you could be setting up a sandwich and damage arrived on the other side of your cube, and then it's so difficult to know that it's there ahead of time, and then you get there and you're like, damn, now I have this whole other clear that's like unrelated, has no value to me. It slows me down way more than I expected. The game will hit you with all these landmines all the time when you get into these more competitive matches. But I really enjoyed watching that. I think that was an incredible match. We're going to be getting into it with TheBigToe.
You stubbed your toe?
I did no such thing.
Okay, and let me join your... It is loading. Hold on, I'm gonna leave it and I'm gonna join back, and then boom, I can see my eyes.
I'm streaming to the Discord.
Oh yeah, Discord was loading.
Oh, I see.
Okay, and we're at the Rubik's Cube?
Oops.
Okay, and Ratttz trying to just going. Both players are going so fast I can't even say. Okay, BigToe getting one of them off of the boss block while Ratttz is starting to make these big line clears. Send some damage over. Okay. Both players close to freeing their boss block, but Toes. Oh!
Ooh.
I didn't even see that. That was crazy.
This is not the level I thought it was.
This is the plus. We haven't actually played on the plus too much, haven't we?
No.
It depends. This one could go by really fast or be like ghoulish.
What? What is happening?
You went to another dimension for a second. Okay, oh.
Oh, what is even happening?
Joe is just sending big damage now. Okay. Oh, clears a huge part of the fan off. We just need a few more blocks and Joe is out of here. Oh, Ratttz sending a little damage so they can get a little more time to cook what they're cooking. But Joe is able to downstack still. Ratttz trying to make every clear have at least a little bit of momentum so they can keep in this game. Okay. Who's trying to clear with the greens? Decides not to clear with the greens, clears with the reds instead. Okay, Toe making the clear. Toe has to go to different islands. Ratttz has the bomb. Okay, Toe on the last island. Ratttz getting the green. Ooh. That one That one was a photo finish. That one was crazy. You kept on with like the damage. That was crazy.
At this level?
Oh, the cube?
The cube. Oh yeah.
I need to remember where the cube is, because I was like, "Is this the cube?" And I was like, "No." Okay. Ooh, and unfortunately, Toe has to take the big walk to the other boss block. Did they use the Abolish to get to another part of the board, like a fast travel technique? That's kind of crazy. But Ratttz, the speediest of them all? Okay. So now we're at the 9 boss block stage. The big rectangle. I feel like this one's a very, like, quota stage. I don't know. I feel like it could actually go both ways now that I'm thinking about it. Just because the 9 boss blocks make it such a hassle to get any, like, progression. But both players are making huge clears. Not even sending any damage yet. I think we're focusing more on stable clears. Keep down stacking. We don't want to take any chances. Okay. Oh, we could really use a yellow. Oh, we could? Is Ratttz gonna... Yeah. That was kind of big brain. That was epic. Okay. But... Toe is ahead on quota, but... Oh, as I say that, Ratttz makes the hugest clear and gets ahead on quota. I'll see... Another thing is that Toe's board has a lot of islands. I guess... both players, but like, I don't know. I feel like the distance of your island can take a big part in this game. So having separate islands that are very far apart is a little scary. Oh, and the incoming damage. Damage landing right on Toe's boss block. And gets put back into big head mode immediately. Okay. Oh, no! 3 damage on the boss block? That's not allowed. Who did that? Where's the game shark? Oh, and the big brain! They're connecting them to disconnect them at the same time. Wow. Okay. And now we're at the diamond. This is not the star version of the diamond. This is just the regular diamond. I feel like clearing this is really fast. Unless you get lost in the sauce. And Toe taking a little bit of a lead at the start. Ratttz is coming back, but this lead... Oh, and stops. Oh, and then both players are about neck and neck now. But taking a huge part off of the diamond. And Ratttz is kind of adjusting because of the... That was... What was that?
I've seen the vision.
The vision?
I see why you like this level. It's coming, you know, it's all sort of coming together.
It's not good because it's easy to downstack him, and that's relevant. I just like it because the background's cool. Oh, okay. And we're just cutting the fins off. Ratttz is like, we're not all clearing this. I'm sending you to the damage zone. And all this hit stun is kind of crazy. I know you can't move during the hit stun, but like, just watching like things get onto your boss monster and you can't clear it, or the boss block and you can't clear it, you're like, ugh. Ooh, the big damage gets sent back. They have damage on the boss? Okay. And I think now that the fins are kind of like not an issue anymore, Ratttz is just gonna go for the all clear while they have all this Oki Semi. And we're sending more damage. Once they get this clear, it's gonna... Oh, we finesse back. It's okay. And Toe's board is just a little chaffed up with all this damage. Oh, and we got the yellow. Yeah, big head mode. Okay, what is this one? Oh, we're at the plus? Okay. Ratttz being the first to take some damage, but it doesn't really affect... Oh, but they are able to cut a huge fan off of the plus. And garbage landed in a spot that just was cleared, so they did not receive that damage. Which is kind of sick if you think about it. Oh, gets a little additional damage. I think the strawberry was additional damage, if I'm not incorrect. Ooh, lucky again with the garbage landing in a spot. Toe is ahead. They only have a few connected to the boss block, but I just feel their board's a little more difficult to navigate because of this incoming damage, while Ratttz only seems to have 3 more connections. Oh, adds a connection with the blues. I think that was a necessary evil, though. Ooh, and the incoming damage. Okay, teleports. Okay, we clean that up. Yeah, and these 4 bosses is just crazy. Oh, Ratttz has the piece? Ratttz deliberating on this.
No, it's just so awkward to get into the position.
I can feel it, I can feel it.
I'm just like, it just keeps on dropping down. Just rotate.
Okay, what's this one? Oh, this is the tiny cube. I don't like the tiny cube. I hate this stage. Any stage with stars, get it out of here. Okay. But Ratttz taking advantage of the stars on this stage tries to send a little bit of damage to stop Toe from being able to take advantage of any momentum. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh, are we gonna take this as a double clear? Oh yeah, Hyper Gamer. Oh, 4 and 2. 4 and 2. Okay, let's see. Both players running neck and neck. Ratttz gets one off, and we get the second piece. GG's.
GG's.
That was bananas.
Oh my god. What a silly game. What a level. Thanks for playing TheBigToe. That was a lot of fun. Okay. Looks like we're going to take a brief break. I do want to tell you all about some upcoming events here at Puzzle Wednesday. We're thick in the middle of Funny Month. We got some more funny games remaining for you here at Puzzle Wednesday. April 17th, we have your favorite puzzle game. That's right. It's Capcom's Gem Fighter Mini Mix. Fighting games, as it turns out, are also puzzle games. And this is a fighting game about a puzzle game. Where you hit your opponent and blocks fly out, rather than you matching blocks and hitting your opponent with them. We promise, whether you're a fighting game fan or not, this game is going to be very easy for you to get into. It's actually a lot of fun. It's highly unique. You're going to be building your special moves by collecting the gems that you hit out of your opponent. And it's honestly one of the simplest Capcom fighters of that era. You can play any character. They're all pretty decent. And the buttons, weirdly, are both tiny, because all the characters are chibi, and some of the buttons are the screen. They are quite large, And they send your opponent bouncing across the screen, dropping gems everywhere. It's just a great time. April 24th, we have the funniest game. We have the Mahjong Ochige. Now, if you haven't played Mahjong before, don't sweat it. This is actually a match 3 puzzle game, masquerading as a Mahjong game. You're going to be making Mahjong melds on a puzzle game board. And once you complete a Mahjong hand, you're going to randomly determine whether or not you go out and earn that many points from your opponent. Whenever you chain, you're going to be sending turned over tiles to your opponent, and they have to clear blocks around them to reveal those tiles. The game is not decided by top out. In fact, if your opponent tops out, you get an opportunity to start taking tiles out of their board and placing them into your next queue. This game is actually incredible. It's incredibly unique. It's going to be a hell of a time. Whether you know Mahjong or not, it's honestly not very difficult for you to get involved, because the honors tiles work a little bit differently than they do in normal Mahjong. Because if you played a match 3 game before, a lot of it's going to be very familiar to you. You may have to learn the character numpad in order to like memorize what numbers are what. They're written in Chinese characters. This is on Duck Station, so it should run extremely well. I encourage you to show up. The Mahjong Ochige. See you then. May 1st, we're out of Funny Month, but we're going straight into the puzzle game all about making change. It's Money Idol Exchanger. This uppy downy from Face is all about matching 10s and 5s together in order to send crushing damage to your opponent. We play with a mirror set. We play with mirror rules, so players are going to be choosing the same character, with the loser deciding which next character they're going to be playing. This is one of our more competitive brackets with a lot of entrants. So this is a great opportunity for you to get into this game, because you'll be able to see how strong players play. You'll be able to get a lot of matches, both during the bracket and before and after. It's overall just a great time, and I highly encourage you to show up. May 8th, we have the latest, the newest indie puzzle bauble in Hamster Scramble. This game actually has its own entirely unique identity, because it merges what you might understand about Puzzle Bobble with a cool platform fighter type aspect. You don't have a peace queue. You have hamsters running around your playfield. You got to go capture them. Damage is less focused on greeting for huge drops, as it is like consistently hitting combos. And then periodically you can fly over to your opponent's board. You can drop hamsters onto their board to immediately kill them. You can interrupt their combos. You can punch them in the face and make them drop the hamster they're holding. And you can even kidnap hamsters from their peace queue and drag them over to your board. Hamster Scramble is pretty cheap. It's available on Steam, and it comes with beautiful rollback netcode. So I highly encourage you to go check out Hamster Scramble and sign up for the bracket May 8th. That's going to do it for upcoming events here at Puzzle Wednesday. Before I go, I do want to remind you that we have additional events on the schedule available in the Discord server. And of course, don't forget that the new Nintendo Switch Online update has occurred, and Wrecking Crew 98 is now available on your Nintendo Switch. So if you haven't played that game, it's like a platforming puzzle game in the same way as Hamster Scramble or Warriors Woods, except it's a panel game rather than a matching game. It's really cool. Gotta go check it out. That's gonna do it. We're gonna get right back into some matches in a second. We hope you really enjoy Wrecking Crew 98. I think that game is just the bee's knees. It's so good. And I love playing it, and I was shocked that Nintendo decided to give that to us. Looks like we have the grudge match returning. We're going to losers round 3. Wait a second. Is that right?
Yeah.
No, it's not right. Never mind. I was reading the wrong match call. I made a boo-boo. I need to scroll down. Sorry, I half expected a return of you versus Luke. And I'm like, that ain't right.
Nope.
That don't add up. Oh, it's gonna be you and Binto.
Yeah. You'll be fighting.
Hell yeah. We're in losers round 3. You've missed out on a lot of losers, but bracket has been bracketing. Deciding on the optimal format for this game has been a real challenge for us. There's basically no English language brackets of this game as far as we know. I think I've seen exactly one play event for it online.
Oh wow, I never even knew that.
Yeah, there was like a puzzle day exhibition. It was featured, I want to say, at Mikado. I could be wrong.
That's not fair.
It was just like people showing it off on stream. It wasn't anything major.
Okay. And the only thing I was able to locate about this game is that the developer's site was up for the game and they taught you some techniques.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, yo, techniques? Where is the diamond? Is that on the second row?
You mean to tell me that you had tech straight from the developer? You did not share with the class? Upper left, please.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Ooh. I guess we're starting on a different level. Alright, looks like Binto is going to start working one side and then peeling it off. That's a pretty good strategy. I like to do it on levels like this. Meanwhile, Rodrick is looking to work more directly on the center boss blocks. This level is it's true there are a lot of boss blocks on this level, but they're honestly not that densely packed. Like, you have access to all of them. It's just not a big deal. Rodrick would have loved to have trimmed this thing off the side of the puzzle here, but unfortunately didn't quite work out. So he's sort of pivoting back to attacking the boss blocks directly. We're gonna do a little... Oh yeah, we're dropping blocks. We are holding down. I love the rate at which you can just slam pieces down in this game. I think it's just the best. Like, they were like, if you know what you're doing, just go for it. Just press the button. It's fine. You ever just been mashing buttons? Ooh, we got damage directly on the boss block. That sucks. Ooh, Rodrick's board is a little confused, but he's got a bit of a lead on Binto, so it's probably fine. Oh, huge clear. And Binto actually managed to get a bomb first, looks like. Yeah, it is easy to have a misdrop in this game, for sure. Like, it's a blessing and a curse being able to hold down. Rodrick is looking for the boss block. So, I don't know if you can notice it, but the star piece that's directly above the boss block is slowly pulsing, indicating that it is there. And so now he's looking for a strawberry in order to attack it. Yep, just like that. Okay, now he's going to use this lemon to turn the star piece that is the boss block touching piece into the piece that he's looking for. Binto, looking to peel sides of the cube off in order to send damage to their opponent, which is how I play this level, I'll be honest. I am actually not very good at, like, seeking out the boss block directly and then, like, immediately slamming it. It's only from watching Rodrick play that I even had an inkling on attacking the diamond level. So it looks like Binto has managed to find a pretty good opening at the boss block, so it's able to get some progress on that. Meanwhile, Rodrick, he's got a star block directly over the boss block, so he's having some trouble there. Looks like he managed to convert it to a strawberry. He attacked it directly by stacking on top of it. There's another... He's looking for a lemon here. Oh, but... Okay. Yeah, he doesn't see it just yet. We're actually in the time vortex, so I don't actually think... Don't know if he's actually still playing this level. Which is pretty great, because he's in the call with me right now. He does have a slight lead on Binto. It looks like he's going to be winning this one on quota. Or on time, rather. But honestly, just by a nose, 8 blocks is literally a single attack. Even if you don't send 8 back to your opponent, you're probably clearing more than that. Oh, we're going to the cube? Rodrick is kind of a cube gamer. And the big thing about this level is you really don't want to have to be forced. Oh, we're gonna do a little teleport? Let's go. We do love the teleport. Finesse on this level is the name of the game. It's really going to test your ability to maneuver around the cube. Okay. Rodrick showing us that he knows how to play the cube. That's such a knowledge check, honestly. Oh, Rodrick finding a really fast clear on this boss block. Yo, let's go. Yo, okay. Okay, Rodrick. I feel like Rodrick's really, like, he's really quite mad about being loses bracket. And, like, his power level is just, like, increasing with every passing moment.
This is to go even further beyond. I don't know any broly quotes.
Oh my god, Rodrick, please. I love these blank squares. What even are the blank squares? Oh no, it's a diamond! Oh god. We need to ban this level. You're not allowed to play on this level anymore.
I love this level. It's really good.
I know you love this level, buddy.
Okay. Oh, there's a yummy lemon down there. Oh wait, hold on.
Rodrick only has 1 or 2 faces on the boss cube left to go. This attack actually is huge. Because it actually made the situation almost better for Rodrick, which is so messed up. Why are you like this? We're going back to level 1. Oh my god. The pace of Rodrick's play. Just take a chill pill. Take a Xanax. Whatever it is you need. You know, we're here for you. We got 3 faces remaining for Rodrick. This man has known only one thing, and it's that he wants to play for quota. He's going. I think he's only got 1 face remaining, but it... Yeah, oh my god. Chill.
GG's Bintobox.
Jeez. Rodrick.
Yeah?
I got questions.
What are your questions?
I got burning questions.
Okay, what are your burning questions?
So, like, do all of your veins turn into salt? And then, and then the violence just comes out of you.
I just become evil Ryu, and I'm like, violence is who I am.
Oh my god, I'm about to get put in the box. We're going to winners finals. It's gonna be me versus Liability Luke.
Okay. Also Zeusian. Let's go Kuko and Super Saiyan. Stop bullying me, Zeusian. Taking all the chances to bully me.
Simply figured out how to remember the entire board. He's just like that. He's just built different. You know? So unfortunately, I'm very sleepy today. Won't lie to you, Chad.
Sleepy?
I'm really not ready. I'm just not caffeinated in the same way that these other competitors are. What I'm saying is that I'm very small and pathetic, and also it's my birthday. Which is why it's so sad that I'm about to be put in the box.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Okay, we're in the cube. The Rubik's. Okay. We see Liability Luke and Ratttz both going for these pulsating blocks. Ratttz deliberating a little bit, thinking about where to place this piece, while I think... Okay. Oh my goodness! Luke just gets the clear.
This is not the level I thought it was, but...
Okay. Let's see. Ratttz working more to send damage at this point. Okay. Cuts off a huge part of the fan. And Liability Luke gets the message that they're deliberating on how to make this piece. And that's causing the timer to go bananas. They are already in the danger zone. Okay. Yeah, and Ratttz just...
What is up with that timer?
That timer, I was gonna say, you were at 70, and then the timer was like, 20.
Like... Oh, is it because Luke wasn't making any matches?
Yeah,
is
the message came up, like, make some matches.
Yeah.
Okay. Both players making a similar clear, but Ratttz able to just get these consecutive down stacks on the boss block. Okay. Oh, Ratttz deciding to take the damage to get a little bit of Okizemi so they can play a little bit more at the pace they want. Okay, we do get damage immediately on the boss block, which very rude, don't like it, make in the face. Okay, cuts off a huge other part just so they can get more momentum on the board. Liability Luke able to send it back. Okay. And Ratttz down to 7, but this board is a little awkward to work with. And Liability does get the bomb, blowing up a whole bunch, but doesn't send any damage, so they're still a little behind. They did make some good progress with that bomb, though, but Ratttz gets the 2 pieces, and they're going to be clearing this board. Okay, this is another one of the downstacky levels. Okay, Ratttz saving that. I think they're trying to... Ooh, they send a whole bunch of damage, trying to get a little bit ahead. Okay. Luke also chopping a lot of the board off, but not sending any damage with it. Worried more about the speed, trying to catch up on quota. Okay. They get the message, and the game is not happy with them. Okay, oh no, they fell down to another part of the board. Okay, they clear off one of their islands, send some damage to Ratttz, but most of that damage falls up. Oh, this is kind of getting neck and neck. Let's see. Oh, but Ratttz just has more opportunity to make clears. This game has eradications, right?
It, yes. Yes, it does.
Oh, we're at the fan.
Oh, this level.
The propellers. Yeah, I don't like it either. Both players take off a big fin, but because Ratttz is second at it, they're able to tank and send a little bit. A little tinky sendy. Okay. I think Ratttz is trying to beef up this attack by waiting for the correct piece. And yep, they beef it up quite a bit. But Liability Luke still ahead in quota. But that attack will bring Ratttz over just by a bit. How about Liability Luke swings back, getting way ahead in quota for about 20 blocks. Now it's about almost a 30 block difference.
Oh, what is even happening on my board? Where am I?
You're in the dimension.
I really do feel like I'm in a dimension.
I don't know, this game makes me think, like, could you just imagine, like, it's like walking in, like, one of those, like, liminal spaces almost, where you're like, where am I? What is going on? Free me.
That's definitely how I feel right now. I won't lie to you.
Okay, and Liability Luke getting the bomb and just sending all this damage back.
Oh, what is happening?
Okay, timer is turning on. This board has gotten a bit ghoulish. I only see 3 blocks connected.
What is happening?
Oh no, there's another boss block. Never mind. There's like, I think 6. Both players kind of... I don't know. Just trying to downstack this mess of a board. This is a ghoulish stage. Can we ban this stage?
What am I doing?
Look, leave the diamond alone. Ban this stage. Like, this stage is what? That's whack.
I don't remember any stages.
Me either. Ooh. Ratttz says they don't remember any stages. Picks the diamonds. Okay, I think there's... They're both neck and neck on the quota, but I think Ratttz only has one more bomb connected. Big rush down. Oh, we're going to a hard stage with star blocks and the whole nine.
Oh god, get me out of here.
Ratttz wants to, look, this is a normal stage, a nice normal stage. Xerxine says he's deciding if this stage is normal or not. What would you say, Ratttz? Is this a normal stage?
I am experiencing.
Okay. Oh, and we already have a bomb. It just feels like the stage just started. And, like, the entire stage is gone and a million damage.
The stage is like that.
Okay. And Ratttz, I think, only has 3 more connected to the boss block. I think we're trying to send a big attack, hopefully send a little garbage. Does not. This one will, though. Oh, I lied. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Never mind. I take that back. I've never lied. And just this Oki is crazy.
Oh god, the fans.
The funny fans. Ratttz, I feel like they're pivoting to just sending damage. I think both players are just going to do that just so they can try to get ahead, because there's no way you're down stacking this board once the damage hits. Okay.
Oh god. Oh, it's happened to me already.
What's wrong? Oh, the big head mode. Okay. Liability Luke. I think this erases one of their boss blocks. No, they have one more connection to it. Oh, but they do. Oh no, I think they're going to do something kind of terrifying with this bomb.
Where?
Okay.
Okay. Thank God.
Ratttz was like, free me. Oh, Ratttz going to the cube. This time with more colors. Okay. We're making a whole bunch of clears. Catching up with the quota race. Getting a little ahead. Okay. Cuts out a whole bunch of the board. Doesn't send any damage though. I'm kind of surprised. That was like a humongous like clear. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Now we're going to the... I think this is the same stage, but now there is boss blocks. Not boss blocks. Star blocks all over the field to trip you up. You'll have to take more down stacks, try to clear up those star pieces, which might slow you down. Liability Luke, though, getting a little ahead, but ooh, takes this incoming garbage Ratttz sent. Now they're kind of neck and neck. Oh, sets up a 3-chain? Okay. Both players super close still. Okay. Both players just going back and forth on this, but that huge... Cutting off that huge part of the board just now, Liability Luke gets a little advantage. Ooh, but Ratttz gets the funny bomb. Ooh, I think they timed that so they could do 2 separate attacks. Ooh, and we got damage all over.
God.
Sheesh. Now where are we going?
Oh, there's the cubes again! I can't escape!
Ratttz just loves picking the cube state.
Get me out of this nightmare!
Oh no! Liability Luke finding the technique to get a huge opener. Okay. Oh, the whole board! That was the entirety of the board! That was crazy. Okay. Well, Liability Luke not out. They're planning on doing their own down stack attack. Oh, Ratttz gets a huge bomb. That uncomplicates the board a lot. Oh, and frees up the diamond. The boss block, I mean. I think we have 2 more connections? No, 3 more. Let's see when that damage is going to stop Ratttz. Oh, and there's a bomb in play. Okay. Liability Luke fires the bomb, still has 1 connection. It is a star. But they get the proper pieces and make the clear. Neck and neck. This match is going crazy.
Oh, the tables. I forgot about the tables.
The tables are... They are. You know what? They are. And I don't think either player is going to even attempt to clear this. They are just going to be like, I'm sending you the damage. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Probably a good play. Ratttz making this damage a little thicker. Getting a way ahead on the quota. Oh no, and Luke has not made any turns, and that means the timer is going to start freaking out. And you notice they have went from 76 down to 34 seconds left in this game. Okay. 77 to 50. Ratttz sends a little damage, but this boss bomb, Luke's deliberating, making the timer go insane? This game was very anti-think. They were like, you will not think. You will go and you will bash and you will like it. Okay, both players are going extremely fast on the small cube. Ratttz trying to figure out how to include these stars. Getting a little bit ahead on the quota. Okay. Luke catching up, but Rattz's speed on the stage is insane.
GG's.
That was a hard-fought match. That was cool. That was swaggy.
I'm trying to figure out how to type in chat while also doing all this other stuff. GG's, Luke. That was a lot of fun. That was an incredible match. Oh my god. Oh, we got all bangers left. Going to losers round 4, or actually loser semis rather.
And I think it is me versus TheBigToe.
TheBigToe, pretty solid player. Might have your work cut out for you.
Yeah, I'll do my best. That's all I can. We'll have a fun game either way.
Mm-hmm.
I've sent the challenge. Okay. You should see us any second.
I see ya.
Okay, cool.
I got Rodrick on the left. Then I got TheBigToe on the right. Let's go with TheBigToe. This opening level, it's... oh my god. Look at this. We are... What is even happening here? That is correct. The data is not being represented correctly. Yo, the chains? They do a little bit of chaining in Musapey, but it doesn't matter because TheBigToe finding a fast clear by attacking the pulsing blocks, the boss blocks directly. Looks like Rodrick swinging at the boss blocks directly. Pretty solid. I like to peel the edges off of this stage sometimes, but I would not say this is the first English language bracket of this I know of, so it's kind of hard to know like what the appropriate meta would even be. And in spite of that, Rodrick's still sending damage. He's actually the first to send damage here. Oh my god! Chill. TheBigToe currently got kind of a... This damage has really, like, really made the board kind of illegible. He does have, like, 1 or 2 clears would drop a lot of damage on Rodrick's board, but unfortunately he's forced to navigate to a different part of the board where things are a little... Yeah, see, he would have to drop a block there in order to get access to the right side of the board. Unfortunately, in that span of time, Rodrick has cleared his side. You know, 1-1 in our first match. Oh, we're going to the cube? I love the cube. No teleporting today. Ooh, Rodrick hit a height limit there. But he does have the fast clear. This level, why is this level like this? Rodrick taking the first game here. I like how we're all just going to play the cube at least once. We haven't seen the propeller once in this set. So the propeller, it's a bit like the cube, honestly, except it has really weird finesse, which makes it a little more fun for me than the cube, honestly. I feel like it tests more ideas than the cube does. Yeah, see, he has to pivot in order to actually get access to the rest of the board. Sometimes you might choose to like dump some of your board in order to have easier access. Looks like TheBigToe finding it a little easier to maneuver around. We're going back to the flat plus. That's a cool level. If you get the right pieces, you can attack the center board in a really interesting way. I sent a huge amount of damage last time by doing that, but it requires you to have a pair. Rodrick making short work. He just needs to find another lemon and he'll be able to send off a huge propeller here. But this board is getting complicated. Like, it's getting kind of involved, and it is very easy to get lost here. A huge swing from both players. Ooh, oh my god, another huge swing. All right, let's go. I thought Rodrick was a little bit behind here, but he only has 2 connections on this remaining boss block, so that seems pretty solid. This is the... There are multiple cubes, for the record. I forget what's different about them. I want to say that there's one with fewer boss blocks than the other, which would make this very funny. You know, Rodrick deciding to use some teleporting finesse here. I anticipate that as the bracket develops, as the game develops, we'll see more of that. Rodrick taking another game. It looks like Rodrick, if he had this really cool T clear in order to interact with all the star blocks, already exposed part of the boss block. Unfortunately, these star blocks are like wild. I guess he's looking for a blueberry here. They're not actually blueberries, but they are blue and they are berries, so I suppose we'll just call them that for convenience sake. Rodrick is really in the tank here. Meanwhile, Toes has a huge attack coming. It looks like he's really winding up, but unfortunately, the way that you cut it is really awkward. Okay, I'm gonna take it that way. That's fine. Ooh, no, okay. All right. So Toes is now cut off part of the red clear here. Blue cherries. Is that a thing? Please tell me that's not a thing. Rodrick with at least 3 faces remaining on the boss block. We narrowed it down to 2. It's hard to say with this camera. Meanwhile, Toes, we have a few flat faces and not a whole lot of action going just yet. We're dropping blocks because this timer, if you stop making matches, you know, and you're behind. Actually, Toes is ahead, come to think of it. We did have a brief tech discussion about whether or not it's worth it to stop making matches. There's no way. Oh, Rodrick's greed to race for this quota is actually going to bite him. Because even though this might have been a really efficient way to deal with this stuff, yeah. Man. Toes is taking a game every single one of these matches. Demonstrating the power of just like persistent damage sometimes. It looks like Rodrick is pivoting. It's not quite like he's not all in on damage, but he's definitely like considering the implications of damage a little bit more. He's waiting on a straw buffering. Don't do this to me. Okay. Rodrick getting trapped. This game will do that to you. I have to walk off the board in order to walk back onto the board. Typical Musapey things. Just Musapey things. Oh, Rodrick's... The way that he navigates the board is both, like, terrifying and so interesting. Toes has a pretty significant lead, but this damage from Rodrick, it's not as consequential as you might think. A lot of it didn't attack his opponent's boss blocks directly, but more pressure rolling in is going to matter eventually. Especially as Rodrick has a pretty solid lead. 11 to 27. Rodrick's deep in the tank looking for this melon. His opponent is surely but slowly closing up this gap. Oh, we have a green bomb. A melon. Oh, we have a little bit of confusion. Okay. And Rodrick just barely getting this round. Rodrick, threatening match point. Oh, we're going to the Star Cube. This level's fun. I'm normally not huge on the do the cube like levels, but this one I think is kind of fun. The combination of two colors and star blocks, it just has like a sort of classic vibe to me. I don't know. Rodrick has a bit of a lead here. But he's got a lot of star blocks to go through here. Okay, this pressure is actually monumental, and this damage rolling in on the boss blocks is so annoying. It might actually cost him the game, and would put Toes on the board. Okay. Being left with this star block is so annoying for Rodrick. Okay. Oh, a little bit of finesse. No! Oh, the finesse! Oh, Toes. Eking it out. On the Star Cube. Yeah, the Star Cube level is fun, right? Luke. I'm normally not huge on like levels in puzzle games, but this game is slowly but surely changing my tune. Toes has a pretty cool amount of pressure building through this board here. Though Rodrick has managed to snip off two propellers of this plus here. Wow. I didn't think Rodrick had a clear like that. Damn. That's a lot of pressure. Luke is managed to snip most of it off. Like, it's not landing on his boss block. So it's sort of fake, but it's not that fake. Rodrick. killing a boss block. Wow, he only had one face remaining, and so it was very straightforward. Can't tell if the yellow cubes are supposed to be Swiss cheese or lemons. I assume they're lemons. I'm pretty sure all of the blocks are either shapes or fruit. Actually, there's one that's flowers, come to think of it. We're on propellers. We're on the non-star propellers. Wow, what a clear from Rodrick. Oh yeah, let's go. That's huge. And the damage, receiving damage on this level is just so ghoulish. Like, you're just not allowed to play. Alright, so Rodrick really needs to clear this before his opponent says no. I think he's got 2 boss blocks remaining, right? Yeah, there's one on the green propeller. Okay, cool. Yo, this pressure. Ooh, misdrop from Rodrick. He would have loved to have placed that strawberry 1 square over. Alright, he's only got the 1 remaining. Let's go. Very fast. Toes absolutely paralyzed by this incoming damage, letting Rodrick take the game 3-1. Congratulations, Rodrick.
GG's, GG's.
Exciting game. Matches have been pretty hype. Like, I've been really appreciating them. We're going to losers finals. You got 2.5 more games for you. You have losers finals and grands. We're sort of taking a long way through some of these because of the way the stream route works out. All right, I got Liability Luke on the left and Rodknee on the right. And we are attacking the boss blocks directly. Rodrick kind of buried, lost in the sauce a little bit. Would love a red to attack the right side here. Oh, that didn't send pressure to his opponent? I'm stunned. Yo, only by a single square. Luke, or Rodricknee, rather. I'm sorry. Wow, Luke was so close by a single square. Wild, wild, wild. We're off of the propellers. I want to never see this stage ever again. I want to just explode the stage. Once this garbage rolls in, your board becomes utterly unnavigable. Like, it's just a nightmare. Rodrick is just dropping blocks. Like, listen. What can you do? Yo, this clear? What? Huh? Excuse? Liability Luke, able to send it right on back. No problem. Wow, Rodrick is pressing, like... We got a bomb on board for Luke. That's actually huge. 27 to 108. Yeah, good luck. This is a huge attack, but none of them are on boss blocks. Rodrick, deep in the tank. Luke, cutting off propellers one by one. We only have 3 faces left on this boss block. 2 faces. He's actually got it in a very straightforward way. We're 1-1 in our first losers finals match. We're going to the cube. Rodrick going for the fast finesse, fall through the stage. A little bit of confusion on our way back to. You can really feel the fatigue like setting in. This has been a long bracket too. But we do find the fast solve. Luke 2 faces behind. Rodrick up a point. Rodrick planning on peeling off this huge face. Send over some damage. Luke firing back. We got a cool pass-through damage. And Luke only has 2 faces remaining on one of his boss blocks, which looks pretty great. Unfortunately, we have bad finesse, by which I mean the game's arbitrary rules. So, like, I mentioned earlier in the description of this game that if there's a platform below you that you can roll onto, it will let you do it. And that portion of the board can be totally invisible to you. There's just nothing you can do about it. And sometimes it's incredibly frustrating. Yeah, see, like, Luke would have loved to have rolled onto the side of the puzzle there, but there was a place underneath him. And it's very difficult to keep that in your head. This game is quite disorienting. Rodrick falling through the same thing. This level just does that to you. And this damage rolling in from Rodrick is really complicated Luke's board. We have some bombs coming out. Rodrick's bomb is actually incredible. The damage from it is disgusting. Luke's damage, he managed to fire back here. Rodrick's got 3 connected faces, 2 connected faces. No, 3. Luke has multiple faces remaining. This has implications where, like, you might lose time to, like, being transported from one island to the other. Looks like Rodrick is taking this final boss block in, like, a vertical stack kind of situation. Ooh, damage directly on the boss block. Damn, what a finish. Very clean at the end. Are we going to cubes? This level. Can we talk about how nightmarish this level is? Now, Rodrick has remembered the order of his piece queue. He's managed to clear off one of the pieces. Okay, so he's got a green and a yellow. So RNG, the random number generator, has been in Rodrick's favor here. Blue, yellow. So now he's going to spam here until he gets a blue and a yellow. Unfortunately, he did not get a yellow, but he's able to just spam a blue here. So that means that after he places this, he's only got 1 face remaining. Meanwhile, Liability Luke is much more focused on sending this damage over to his opponent, but I think it's mostly inconsequential. The shape... So when damage arrives, it almost always targets the outside of the puzzle, and because this puzzle is shaped like a cube surrounding the field, it actually... The damage is unlikely to ever touch the boss block, meaning that Rodrick is able to just steal this game in spite of all of this pressure. It just does not matter, provided that you're able to remember the pair that you left on one side and then transiting to the other side and then slamming it. We're back at my favorite level. Two-tone star. It's got 2 colors and some stars. Who's got the fastest cube finesse? Ooh, funny connect moment for Rodrick. Expected that to clear, but the game's funny arbitrary rules means it does not clear that way. Which, typical Musapey things. Rodrick's left with a bunch of stars on his field. And no easy way to get at it. Meanwhile, Luke, he's actually out of the puzzle. He's just done here. Rodrick's going back to the plus. We love the plus here. Shoutouts to plus. Luke, looking to cut a whole propeller off here. He's waiting on a strawberry. But this deliberation may cost him... Well, you know what? This pressure only makes his own pressure much stronger. Sending over something like 13 blocks over to Rodrick. Whose puzzle is now much more geometrically like what is happening here. Rodrick, he's greeding. I think this may... Okay, he's sending it over. Most of this did not attack the boss blocks directly, but I'm not sure how much that's going to matter. Rodrick has managed to clear a boss block, no problem. As well as another, sending over the damage. Oh, the damage. Luke, sending over the double-digit attack, but you know what? Only a little bit of it actually attached to the boss block. And Rodrick, with his X-ray vision, finds the one connection. Like, what are you, Superman? You're Clark Kent? Take off the glasses, find the one block. Like... Why do I play this game? Like, he just knows where it is. Oh my god, Rodrick's board is so checkerboarded. It's got Swiss cheese holes all through it. Meanwhile, Luke, he's cleared off 1, 2, 3 propellers. He's got 1 propeller remaining, the yellow and the blue, to peel it right off. Look at this, 568. Oh my god. I'm gonna have a conniption. I may need to go lie down. Like, I'm old now. This game is taking years off my life. Luke is on the board in this loser's final match. This game would have been cool on the 3DS. True. This game would improve with a minimap, I think. Rodrick is committing robbery on the cube. Normal Rodrick things. Ooh, this damage from Luke. Is it gonna matter? No. No, it is not. Hey, you know, Rodrick does have a pocket counter pick here. I guarantee you... Oh, we're going back to this level? Really? Okay, Rodrick's got the blue for the opposing thing. He's looking for a green here. Ooh. How does that work? No, that ain't gonna do it. We're looking for a green. Any old green. It doesn't really matter. There it is. This pressure from Luke is starting to make this board a little ugly. Ooh, did he receive damage? Oh, this board is kind of unnavigable for Rodrick. Meanwhile, Luke is looking at his own board. This fall through gravity stuff is pretty rough. Ooh, he put a block directly on the boss block. All right. We got ourselves a game here. Rodrick's tinkering with the Superman glasses. He's like, where are these? A huge swing from Luke, but as you can see, it basically has not entered the center of the field here. Oh my god. Oh, this is a nightmare. But Luke is taking some time to figure this out, which makes sense, right? Like, you can absolutely wind up gluing your boss block to a bunch of awful garbage in this level. It's a nightmare. And Luke is trying to navigate this field and be like, I just want to put this lemon here, but unfortunately the fucked up finesse of this game really making it a challenge. Okay. All right. We got 16 seconds on the clock. It's 60 to 120. I don't know how Rodrick gets out of this one. I feel like quote is pretty straightforward here, unless somebody gets a bomb. Like a last minute bomb. Okay, thank you. Man, we're really in the box. All right, Rodrick's gonna counterpick to the diamond, and then we'll be fine. No, we're going somewhere else. We're going to the rectangular prism. Some nerd told me geometry. They did my homework for me. I'm lying. Luke peeling off a side of the rectangular prism. I love doing that. I think it's great. Rodrick, though, his tempo on attacking the boss blocks directly is actually pretty good here. And he might actually have more damage in a second if he took this in a different way. He's currently on like a weird side. The other side only has like a single connection, but he might not see it because this game is impossible to witness with your eyes. Your eyes are useless here. Only Superman vision will get you the rest of the way there. Rodrick sending over the damage because the situation's getting kind of dire. It's 14 to 34. And Liability Luke is trying to navigate this messed up board. Rodrick slamming the blocks down. Oh, we're sending! We're sending! But it doesn't matter because the connection point. It doesn't matter. We're going... It's 2-2. It's 2-2 in losers finals. My heart. We're going to the cube. Back to the cube. It's cube time. He's got the finesse. It looks like Liability Luke a little bit faster. But the peace cue is on Rodrick's side. It wasn't. Liability Luke showing us that he knows how to play the cube too. Rodrick. You know, it's time. It's time for the diamond. All right. So if you know your way around this level, it can be surprisingly yielding. Like Rodrick waiting on a strawberry. Oh, this damage though. The single connection. All right. It's 2-2. The last Luigi. We are fighting. Conflict is occurring. We're back at the Star Cube. We're getting cubular. And Rodrick, he's showing us some tempo here. Big fan. Yo, we're eradicating. Oh, it didn't eradicate. That's so funny. All right, Luke needs to find some damage here if he wants to stop. Oh, oh, okay, okay. No, the finesse. Let's go. Rodrick.
GG's.
That could have gone either way. As soon as I watched you walk the opposite direction, my heart just went straight up my throat. You know, I was just like, oh my god. All right, we're going to grand finals. Got Rodknee on the left. You got me on the right.
Good luck, have fun.
GL, HF. Oh, I gotta make sure grand finals looks good with all the exclamation points. Chat, we hope you're enjoying Musapey's Choco marker. I think this game is the bee's knees. It is so ugly. But we love it for that. Rodrick, he's pressing the buttons. I can see that.
Nuh-uh.
Don't. It's mean. Stop pressing the button.
Is it really mean? Think about it.
When you win, I think I only. When you win. That's it.
No, that'll take me
back. We're going to the cube. This is not the cube.
This is not the cube. Oh, I'm over here now. Ooh. And now we're upside down, because, yep. No, my head's big!
Normal.
Stop. Ratttz, pull over.
What?
Pull over. You're going too fast.
Someone's knocking at your door.
No, someone's knocking at your door. No, not on my boss! Okay, hold on.
Rodrick. You're gonna put me in the box?
I gotta put you in the box. I don't want to be in the box.
Alright, well, I thought that was a cube, so that was not the cube. If that's not the cube... But this one?
It's the third one over. Yep, that's it.
Oops. Ooh,
Everything is blue?
Wait, where am I going here? Oh, here we go. Rodrick. I can't take you to the box.
You can take me to the box. Like, I'd love to go to the box. You would take me here? Wow, I see how it is.
What's the matter? You don't like the...
Yeah, I don't like the tables? No, I don't like the tables here. Do you like the tables?
It's fine.
Oh, wait, hold on. Stop. Oh, I gotta, like, pull out my, like glasses.
What's up with your glasses?
You know, I need to see with my eyeballs. Wait, hold on. Possibility of cooking, maybe?
Is smoke like coming out of the kitchen? Like, what's going on here?
Maybe I'm... No, stop. You don't want to do that. Trust me.
I would really like to... Oh, I can rotate my camera. That is a technique they try to...
Oh, stop yelling at me.
They tell you about in school, you know?
No, stop yelling at me. Come on, don't yell at me.
Oh!
I didn't do anything bad. You're not allowed to yell at me, game. Ooh. Ratttz, what are you doing over there?
I am struggling.
Go down the stairs. No, stop.
Oh, fuck. Wait.
What? No, you can't do that. No, my head.
What's wrong with your head?
No. Down stacking. Mashing. How did you get a bomb? Stop.
I was gaming.
No.
What?
Hold on.
What are you complaining about?
I'm always a complainer.
The bomb. Oh.
That's it.
That's it.
I think it's this one, right? Is this the diamond?
What are you asking me?
Oh, I told you where the key was.
Put on your friggin' Clark Kent ass X-ray glasses. Figure it out. Like, what do you think this is?
What do you think? I told you exactly where it was. This is rude. Oh wait, hold on. Stop. Oh, okay.
Dang, I had one face remaining. Rodrick, you gotta reset the bracket?
I have to.
What do you mean you have to? I want to go to bed.
No, get your cup of coffee. Why are you eating? Don't be eating.
I was busy. I was busy being a gamer, alright?
Look, don't be eepy. Hold on. I have to pull out my Game Shark. Give me a second.
Yeah, can I get a TO? He's got a Game Shark. He literally just said, I'm pulling out. He said, I'm pulling out the Game Shark.
I can't believe Rodney would do that. Kind of crazy of him.
Don't do that, Rodrick.
Look, it's my games. Look, that's my like 8-bit dough. It's like custom made. I don't really. Tia, don't touch that. It's not you.
I don't know.
No, stop! Pull over.
Pull over. Jesus has the wheel, Rodrick.
No, hold on. Okay.
Whatever. Get out of here. Let me see your fucking Game Shark. All right. I've had it with this shit. We're going to the fucking propeller. All right. Like,
I can't believe we're gonna take the propeller. Hold on. Ooh, don't do that. That's mean. Wait, how do propellers work?
have you considered that perhaps I have counterpicked you?
That's mean. You wouldn't do that.
I would never do such a thing.
That's an issue.
Xerxian. I would never smack anyone up. Also, hello.
Rodrick! You can't be like, oh, how do propellers work, and then win. That's not how this shit works, alright?
Are you sharing your screen so I can commentate live on this bracket reset?
We're
That's
fucking
crazy.
yeah. We'll fucking we're getting back into it.
Good, okay. Oh, 2 streams, I see.
I'm not bothering to. When he puts up the 6-0 and then acts like he was getting. He did this thing where he's like, we'll make it close with my other opponents, and then as soon as I'm in the match, it's just like, all right, time to put you in the fucking box.
Kind of unreal. Speaking of boxes,
What am I looking at?
we have
Oh,
this, but
sorry.
You would send me here?
I was really confused.
yeah, it's a lot of flat spaces.
Ooh,
Ratttz
hold on.
trying to set up a big yellow here, though the camera angle is very funny. Oh,
Okay.
he's able to stack up there, nice. Oh, get some garbage though. Oh, I might have it the other way around. Yes, Rodney is on the left. Apologies.
Ooh, yellow.
And he gets it, just like that. Sending some damage to Ratttz.
That's why you gotta pay for the good games.
Rodrick.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna have some words. Alright, like...
Some good old back and forth.
Listen, mister, you know...
Rodney on that 61. Meanwhile, there's 61 seconds left on the clock. It could go to anyone, possibly, but it all depends on those boss block eliminations. Oh, just like that.
I'm being put in the box here. Huh?
Musapey being Musapey.
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, this bomb though? Oh, was able to stack on there? Wow, send some damage to Rodney. Oh, but chips it all off. Dang. Where
am I taking you?
Okay, where is this? No reds for my eternity, my whole life?
Knocked off of that yellow stack. Kind of traversing elsewhere on the board right now. But makes a new yellow stack. Finishes off with a red. Trying to chip away at this part of the board. Oh my gosh, Rodney. Big attack. Like, even if it feels like that doesn't get connected to the, boss blocks, it still feels fun to set off a big sandwich like that. Call that the $5 footlong. Oh, heck. Ratttz fell off while trying to cap something off with a yellow. Was able to get up there, but yeah, Rodney is just at it. Sending a little more damage. I really love, like, when you're about to, like, teleport as you're sending someone garbage. Like, you just don't see your character anymore. They're just gone. Very funny.
Oh, the physics. Oh, where am I even in my puzzle?
Oh, no!
Why am I here?
Both players getting
Wouldn't you like to know?
Wait, hold on.
Can you imagine?
No rats, my head!
Where you're going, you don't need it.
Okay,
17 seconds left on the clock. This is intense. Ten seconds left. A bomb goes off on Rodney's side. Yeah, it's just a lot of blocks left. Oh, Ratttz sending a little bit more, but... Well, oh my gosh, no way! Wait, oh!
no, stop! Stop! Damn. One!
Like, there's been reported ties.
diamonds.
There's been reported ties before, but like... Wow, yeah, Ratttz just denying that. Incredible. This game. Truly one of the games of all time.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Yeah, somebody else knows what the diamond is, Rodrick. Other people know what it is.
How are you gonna lab the
Other people have played the game before.
Ratttz is up 1-0.
Cube. I'm sending you a cube.
Oh, back to the cube, I see.
Oh my
God.
You can't be serious.
Oh, I have bad finesse. I suck at the video game.
No.
All right.
Yeah, spicy commentary
Oh
for a
my
spicy
God.
game, honestly.
Oh, brother.
Alright, starting off with some stacks. Good stuff, Ratttz. A little bit of garbage sent her way, but that's fine. Wondering where to put this yellow. Emo Rodknee. And just throwing the blocks down. You can do that in this video game. And working out, kind of trying to clear stuff up. Oh my goodness, yeah, breaking off a huge chunk of blocks. Another huge chunk, goodness gracious. And yeah, that will be it. 1-1, I believe. Yes. The score may say 4-1, but we didn't like exit out or anything. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm operating the scoreboard on stream, so.
Gotcha.
I wanted, in case he sent me like 6-0, I wanted it on the screen, so that way, you know, we could be like, okay, so the Game Shark looks like this, you know, like, you know, this is what happens when you do that.
Yes.
I can't believe this bullying to innocent old me.
Innocent old you.
No, not replacing it.
Tragic.
Now the universe.
He does.
Oh.
Fiddling around, does manage to get that red sandwich. No garbage sent. That's kind of crazy. Oh, there's the garbage. From a different attack, but still. And garbage right back. Oh, Garbage City.
Oh.
Why is the Care Bear's head doing that? They're just thinking about how to handle the garbage that they just received. I think that's what's happening, maybe. I'm not sure, though.
I do just like the idea of like thinking and then your brain just like combusts and gets really big.
Goodness.
Oh, I had a bomb.
Oh, no.
I had no idea.
Sad no being in the same universe as Musapey's Choco marker. Honestly, I would believe it. Another bomb usage. This time on Rodney's end. Also 13 seconds left on the clock. Holy heck. Who will commit robbery today? Oh, I was kidding.
What? Oh.
I was kidding. Oh no. Oh my goodness.
We're going back to the classics.
We love the classics.
Oh, we don't get the same opener.
That is true. Alright, we got some... we got some just immediate winning, yeah. I was saying, like, trying to, like, find the detachments from the boss block. And there it is. Now we've got another classic, 2 colors, and star pieces. 3x3, Rubik's Cube. Probably a funny solve. Oh my goodness, Ratttz is pretty close. Oh no? Some finesse shenanigans, but it's okay. Everything is fine. Ratttz now up 2-1. It looks like we are on the rectangular prism. Good old rectangular prism. Just makes you wonder how you're gonna detach everything. Probably something like what Ratttz is doing right now. Yep, that's one section. Now it's a 3x3 with a weird piece that's just on the side. Okay, yeah, now it's just a 3x3. Meanwhile, sending Rodknee damage along the way. Definitely gonna help with sealing the deal. And I like the aspect of being able to discard pieces, like, on a branch that you're about to delete anyway. Some neat tech. Alright, Ratttz with 3 blocks to go. And yeah, that will take this round. Ratttz about to win the tournament. Where will Rodknee go? The 4x4 cube. The sequel to the 3x3 cube. This time with more parity. Rodknee's probably looking for a blue here, gets it. Oh, that doesn't detach. What is connected on there? I have to... Okay, yeah, the camera angle really just robs you of what you thought was a disconnection, but Rodknee able to disconnect things anyway. Slowly but surely, chipping away at this cube. Ratttz extending the yellow lemons there. Receives a little bit of damage, but is now making that match, sending some damage back to Rodknee. My goodness. Ooh, nice disconnection, Rodknee. And same to Ratttz. Jeez, the back and forth. Oh, we got a nice stack of blue cherries. Sending even more garbage. Yep, Ratttz has a bomb now. This could be huge. Meanwhile, 10 seconds left. Ratttz at 31. Rodknee at 65 is close to a bomb, but like it's tragic. Yeah, getting flustered all over the place, and I believe that will be it. Yes, that will be it.
GG's.
3-1.
GG's.
Good.
That was fun.
Oh.
GG's.
That was a blast. Thank you so much for playing, Rodrick. I'm very pooped.
Very
We hope you enjoyed Musapey, no Choco marker. I had a blast, Rodrick. I hope you did too.
Of course, everybody had fun. It was great.
Hell yeah. Before we go, I have one little thing to tell you all about. That's right. It's upcoming events here at Puzzle Wednesday. April 17th, we got the best puzzle game around, the classic Capcom Fighter Gem Fighter Mini Mix. It's a fighting game about puzzle games, right? You hit your opponent and puzzle game pieces fly out of them. It's probably one of the simplest Capcom games of the era. It's got fewer buttons, the commands are very simple, and as you hit your opponent and collect gems, all of your special moves power up and help you to pummel your opponent even more effectively. It's got mostly small buttons, but it does have the one big button, which you slam it down and you send your opponent flying, bouncing across the entire screen. It's just a hoot. I hope you show up to Gem Fighter Mini Mix on April 17th. April 24th, we have the Mahjong Ochige. If you want to play Mahjong while also playing a puzzle game at the same time, this is the game for you. You are going to be matching 3 to make melds to add to your hand. And then when you complete your hand, you have an opportunity to go out. There's actually a luck meter that builds based on the chains and the combos that you made throughout the game that influences the odds that you are likely to go out. You don't lose from topping out, you lose from score, just like Mahjong. If you top out, your opponent gets to pluck pieces off of your board and place them in their own next queue to improve their Mahjong hand. This game's actually weirdly inventive, incredibly cool, and we're excited to bring this to you on April 24th. May 1st, we have Money Idol Exchanger. This is the puzzle game all about making change. You're going to be combining 10s and 5s together in order to pummel your opponent with all sorts of currency all at once. We're playing with mirror rules, so the loser gets to pick the character that both players are going to play in the next round. This is one of our more populated brackets. It's fairly competitive, but it's a great opportunity for you to get involved in this game because there's a lot of opponents that you can play both before, during, and after the bracket. And you can see what strong play looks like. You can meet other new novice players. It's a great time all around. May 8th, we have Hamster Scramble. This game might look superficially like Puzzle Bobble, but it's got its own identity where instead of trying to greed for aggressive drops, you're looking more for like consistent combos, hopping over to your opponent's board to harass them by dropping pieces, stealing their hamsters, punching them in the face. There's no next queue. Hamsters are running around on your field and you got to go pick them up, slam them right into your board. Hamster Scramble is an absolute blast. It's available on Steam right now, and it has beautiful rollback netcode. What more could you ask for? We're excited to bring Hamster Scramble to you May 8th. And of course, don't forget there's more events listed in the announcements channel here on the Puzzle Wednesday Discord. That's going to do it for upcoming events. But before we go, I do want to remind you that recently Nintendo just put out Wrecking Crew 98 on Nintendo Switch Online. So if you'd like to get a chance to play a panel game with a platforming aspect, Wrecking Crew 98 is available right now on your Nintendo Switch. That's going to do it from us. We hope you had a wonderful time this Friday mode, the Wednesday of weeks that begin on Tuesday. Every whenever we feel like it. I love Friday brackets. I think they're sleepy and fun. We'll see you next Wednesday. Till then, we'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Farewell.